Hello guys, welcome to today's class. In today's class, we'll be doing problems on basically sensitivity. Then we'll be looking at the next topics, that is effect of feedback on noise, on gain and on system stability, right? So let us look at the problems first. This particular problem was asked in GATE. These are what this problem is saying. This is a very important and interesting problem. These are plus or minus, sir. Now, when you read this, you will not understand that this is a sensitivity problem. That's why I gave this problem first. He's telling that as shown in the figure, this is negative feedback. As shown in the figure, a negative feedback system has an amplifier gain of 100 with plus or minus 10% variation. Right? This is plus or minus 10% variation tolerance in the forward path gain, that is G, sir. G is equal to 100 plus or minus 10% variation. Alright. And an attenuator of value 9 by 100. This is given to you in the feedback path. Alright, the overall system gain is. Right? This is a very good question, sir. We know that if it's a negative feedback system, the M is equal to what, sir? It is G by 1 plus GH, isn't it? So what is the value of G, sir? Forward path gain, don't take the error. That is 100 divided by 1 plus G is 100. H is how much? 9 by 100. So this will be 10, sir. Right? This absolute value is all right. Now we have to see the sensitivity, sir. We know that the sensitivity of M with respect to G in a negative feedback system is equal to 1 by 1 plus GH, isn't it? But what is the basic definition of sensitivity? The basic definition of sensitivity is percentage incremental change. Percentage incremental change in M divided by percentage incremental change in G, isn't it? Is equal to 1 by 1 plus GH. Now, what is the meaning of percentage incremental change, sir? That is dou M by M into 100 divided by dou G by G into 100. This is equal to 1 by 1 plus G is 100, H is 9 by 100. So this will be equal to 1 by 10, right? Now, whenever this 10% tolerance is given, the meaning of 10% is this, sir. Dou G by G into 100 is 10%. So if you do this 10% here, and this will be dou M by N, this is percentage change in M. So this will be equal to how much? 1%, right? So you got M is 10 and percentage change in M is 1%. So the answer will be 10 plus or minus 1%, sir. Right? You can do this problem in another way also, sir. See, in fact, in case if you don't get to remember this particular formula, then the other way to solve this problem is like this. What is our G? I can write it as method 2. Method 2. See, sir, what can we do in method 2? In method 2, we know that G is equal to what, sir? It is 100 plus or minus 10%. That is 100 plus or minus 10%, sir. So 10 by 100 into 100. So that is 100 plus or minus 10. So that is basically either 90 or 100, or you can say 90 to 100. What is the variation in the gain? That is 90 to 100, right? Now, what is your H given to you? The H, the feedback gain is given to you as 9 by 100. Now, if we find M, see, sir, what will you get? First find the M using 90, next find the M using 100. See, sir, what will you get? This you will get it as 90 divided by 1 plus 9 by 100 into 90. Similarly, you will get M is equal to, this is 110, sir, really sorry, plus 10, 100 plus 10 is 110. So this is 110 divided by 1 plus 9 by 100 into 110. So see, sir, what will this and this be equal to? This will be basically equal to, the 9s are 81. So 90 divided by 1.81 and this would be 110 divided by, this would be 1.99. See sir, if I use calculator and find this will come up to, this is, G is how much? 90 divided by 1 plus 9 into 90 divided by 100. This is coming up to be 9.89. This is coming up to be 9.89 approximately. And see sir, how much this is coming up to be? 110 divided by 1 plus 990 divided by 100. This is coming up to be 10.09, right? So I can approximately write this as 9.9 and I can approximately write this as 10.1, right? So if you write like this, what is your overall M changing from, sir? Your M is in the range of 9.9 to 10.1. So can I write it as 10 plus or minus 1? Yes sir. So 10 plus or minus 1 is 10 plus or minus 1 is how much percent of 10, sir? 1 by 10 into 100, isn't it? So this should be equal to how much, sir? This should be equal to 0.1, sir, isn't it? 0.1. So this would be 0.1. So this would be plus or minus 1%, right? So the other basic way of solving this particular problem is you take the range in G. For that you find the range of M. You might not get accurately, but approximately you can check the answer, right? The exact way is, this is the way to solve it, but just in case if you forget this is another way to solve this, right? Very good. Let me go to the next question. What is it telling in the next question? If I read the next question, this is also based on sensitivity. He says that the sensitivity STK of the transfer function T with respect to the parameter K is given by, very straightforward question this is. We know the formula STK is equal to K by T into dou T divided by dou K. Now what is K, sir? K is some constant, but that is your variations you have to check here. So K divided by, what is T given as? It is 1 plus 2K divided by 3 plus 4K into differentiation of this, sir. So differentiation when you do, that will become 3 plus 4K square and U. So differentiation of U by V is what, sir? Differentiation of U by E is U dash V minus U V dash by V square. So what will be U dash? That will be 2 into 3 plus 4K minus U is 1 plus 2K into V dash is 4. So see sir, this term will get cancelled with this, and if we solve this particular equation, see sir, how will it look like? It will become basically K times 6 plus 8K minus 4 minus 8K divided by, this should be equal to 1 plus 2K. That means basically 3 plus 4K plus 6K plus 8K square. So this should be equal to what, sir? This 8K cancel. This would become 6 minus 4, 2K divided by 8K square plus 10K plus 3. So 2K divided by 8K square plus 10K plus 3. This is the answer, sir. Right? A very direct formula, directly substitution, sir. This was a previous year question. Next, look at this particular question, sir. This is a previous year IES question. See what is saying in this question. He's telling that consider the system shown in the figure 1 and figure 2. If the fault path gain is reduced by 10% in each system, then the variation in C1 and C2 will be respectively. Now, This is basically say R1 and say this is R2. This is an open loop system, sir. We know that in open loop control system, sensitivity of overall gain with respect to this is equal to how much, sir? Simply 1, right? So dou m by m into 100 is equal to dou g by g into 100 is equal to 1, isn't it? Because open loop control system. So what will be your dou m by m? Percentage change in m will be equal to minus. Why is this minus, sir? This is actually plus here. But when this goes here, this will become 10%, right? So this will become 10%, sir. The first one is 10% directly. So you have only two options. Next, you can actually without doing only, you can tell that when you put feedback, it will reduce. When you put feedback, it will reduce. So it has to come to 1%. See, sir, we will see whether it will come to 1% or not. Now, in the closed loop feedback system, we know that sensitivity of mg. Why I am doing with n, sir? Because the variations in C are obviously reflected in m. So whatever is your dou m by dou m into 100, that will be same dou C1 by C1 into 100. Because generally input is not changing, right? Similarly, if I do this, sir, what will I get? I will get this as 1 by 1 plus GH. So, see, sir, what is your dou m by m into 100 divided by dou g by g into 100? That should be equal to 1 by 1 plus g. What is g, sir? G is 10. And what is h? H is 1. So this will become what, sir? This will become 1 by 11. And this is given as how much? 10%. So approximately this is 0.9090%. So if you look at the option, you can approximate it to 1%. Right? So this is the correct answer. Very good, sir. Next, if I look at the next question, see what is he saying in the next question? It says that a feedback control system with a high gain K is shown in the figure below. Then the closed loop transfer function is sensitive to perturbations in G of S, H of S, sensitive to perturbations in G of S, but not perturbations in H of S. So he is asking simply, sir, this is very basic thing. What will be your M here, sir? What will be your M here? That will be K into G divided by 1 plus K into GH. Right? So whatever formula we have derived, it is just same as that. In place of G, you have kg. So let me replace it with G dash. So basically what will you get, sir? This M is basically G dash divided by 1 plus G dash H. Right? Now I know that sensitivity of M with respect to G, that will come up to be 1 by 1 plus G dash H. So that should be 1 by 1 plus kgh. Similarly, I know that sensitivity of M with respect to H, you will get it as minus. It will be approximately equal to minus 1, right? So I could say that the sensitivity is less with G1 but is more, or it is not sensitive to parameters in G, variation parameter with respect to G, but it is sensitive to parameter variations in H. So if I find that answer, sensitive to perturbations in G, no, sensitive to perturbations in H, but not in G. This is the right answer. Next, if I look at the next question, it says that the feedback control system are basically insensitive to both forward path and feedback path parameter changes, less sensitive to feedback path parameter changes than to forward path, no, less sensitive to forward path, then this is the answer, sir. Right? So these are all problems on sensitivity. So I've grouped them together and I gave this. So this is what we have got. If you remember in last class, we were doing this, sir. In last class, we started from here, effect of feedback. We have seen the effect of sensitivity, sir. What happens if you put feedback? If you put negative feedback, which generally we do, if you put negative feedback, the variations in forward path gains will be less, whereas the variations due to feedback path gain will be more, right? In closed loop. In open loop, whatever is the variation in G, that will be reflected in M as well as C, right? So sensitivity will decrease. That is, variation of parameters will decrease because of keeping the closed loop system, right? Now let us look at the noise now. Let us look at effect of feedback on noise. Let us see effect of feedback on noise. So see sir, let me take a small example for that. Let me take a small system which is like this. Say this is G1, this is G2. So let this be your input R of S, let this be your output C of S, let this be your noise N of S, right? So some noise is coming and it's getting added here, sir, right? This is R of S. Now, whenever you want to find the output with respect to noise, we actually do it like this. We consider that only one input is acting at a time, then we find the output, right? So, see sir, what can I do? If you want output because of noise, can be calculated by considering input is equal to 0 and noise as input. So if I do this, see sir, what will happen? If I do this, it will look like this. This is what will happen. So this would become 0 now. This input is not there. So this G1 will become 0, sir, because there is nothing here coming. And this is the adder. So this is your N of S. And this is your output G2. Or this is your forward path again G2. So if you see output C of S will become what, sir? This is 0 into 0, so this will become 0 here. This is plus, let us assume this is plus. Then this branch will go away, only this will be there. So C of S by N of S will be equal to G2, right? Which implies if you want C of S, that will become N of S into G2 of S. Right? Now, if I do the same thing by closing a loop to this is in fact a previous year IAS question, sir. So, see, sir. Let me discuss this and tell you what was the question. Now, this input you are taken as N of S. Now, this another gain is G2. Now, you are keeping a negative feedback, sir. Right? So, this is your input R of S and this is your negative feedback minus H of S. Somewhere here H of S is there. Now see sir, if you want to find input, what will happen? If you want to find the output due to noise, you have to make this 0. If you want to make this 0 and if you want to make this input, see sir, how the block diagram will change. The block diagram will change. This is plus here. Now 0 plus something does not have any sense, so it will become like this. So this one will become like this. The same block diagram will look like this. This minus sign will come here and this minus will remain as it is, and this will become G1 into H. This will become your N of S. This will become your C of S. Right? So if you find C of S by N of S now, if you find C of S by N of S, because this output is input, see sir, what will you get? You will get G2 divided by 1 plus G1H. Therefore, what is the output due to noise? What is this, sir? Output due to noise is equal to N into G2 by 1 plus G1H. What is the output here? It is N into G2. So what happens if the noise has been reduced by a factor of 1 by 1 plus G1H? So it is very evident, very clear from this particular thing is, whenever you keep feedback, whenever feedback is used, noise reduces. What happens to the noise? Noise reduces. Right? Very good, sir. Next, let me talk about, just a second. Sorry, sir. This has to be much down. Right. Next, I have to see what is effect of feedback on stability, sir. We have seen on noise. Now let us see on stability. Right. This is actually kind of a theoretical topic only, sir, because let me write some points. Open loop system. Open loop system is stable. When will it be stable? If the system design G of S is stable. If G of S is stable. Right? If G of S is stable, then it will not have any stability problems. Right? Whereas negative feedback system are mostly stable. What is the meaning of mostly stable? Whatever negative feedback you are giving or positive feedback you are giving, that can make a stable system to go to unstable states, right? So feedback has to be given properly. Feedback has to be given carefully. One more point I could say, that a negative feedback can make an open loop control system, an unstable open loop control system, unstable open loop control system stable. Now, we can talk more about this in the stability chapter, sir. But from this chapter, with the knowledge you have, you just understand that open loop system is stable if your G of S, open loop forward path transfer function, is stable, and feedback can make a system unstable also and the system stable also. So it has to be given carefully. Positive feedback, if you see, positive feedback systems are generally unstable. Positive feedback systems are generally unstable. Very good, sir. Right? Now, if I want to talk about effect of, let me write in the next slide. If I want to talk about effect of feedback on gain, right? So, if we talk in negative feedback system, negative feedback, right? In negative feedback, the gain reduces by a factor of 1 by 1 plus g of s h of s, right? Similarly, if I am talking about gain, I can say bandwidth increases. Bandwidth increases by a factor of gh plus 1, that is 1 plus gh, right? In positive feedback, it will entirely depend on your gh values. Generally, the gain increases. Generally, in positive feedback system, in positive feedback, gain increases. The gain, actually, if the gain is reducing here, the gain increases, and the bandwidth, if this is increasing, this reduces, right? We generally do not use a positive feedback system. Let me take up a numerical and tell you this. Say if I have an open loop transfer function like this, say 1 by s plus 1 is my open loop system, sir, right? Now, what is the gain of this? The gain of this is basically 1. I am talking about DC gain, sir. DC gain is equal to 1. That means if you draw this particular Bode plot of this, it will look like this. The corner frequency is at 1, so it will look like this. Whereas if you close the loop, that is 1 by s plus 1, you close the loop with negative feedback, sir. Now see, sir, what will the overall transfer function look like? Now the overall transfer function, this is at 1, sir. Now this will happen at 1. Now see, sir, what will happen? If you find your overall transfer function, now that will become 1 by s plus 2, right? This you will not understand directly now, but you visit this lecture back, then you will understand all these things after frequency domain. Just remember these points as of now, right? Now if you find DC gain here, that will be half. That means if this is 1, if I draw this particular feedback path thing, it will be same like this only, sir. It will become half and it will be like this. So this is the bandwidth. This is the bandwidth 1. This is BW1 and this is BW2. So when gain decreases, bandwidth increases, right? How much ever the gain has decreased, so much ever the bandwidth increases. That's what I have written here, right? So this is the basic concepts of effect of feedback and the problems on sensitivity. I'll stop this particular lecture here, and in the next class when we come, let me talk the basics of your Laplace transform and certain properties of the Laplace transform, which we'll be doing rigorously in our control systems. So let me stop this here and meet in the next class. Thank you, sir. So that was the lecture, sir. I hope you enjoyed the lecture and gained some knowledge. For more content like this, please subscribe to our channel Octomy and also like and share it with your friends. And if you have any valuable feedback or doubts, you can always write down in the comments. And to watch my entire playlist and the full course, please enroll with us. Thank you, sir.